What is up, people? It's your boy King the Challenger back here with another video. In today's video, I'll be talking about what if Naruto had Quicksilver's abilities. Now, the Quicksilver abilities he'll be having is obvious. The X-Men, the Quicksilver from X-Men Days of Future Past, or the X-Men movies in general. So he'll be having those Quicksilver's abilities, and yeah. So let's get straight into it. This is a one shot, so I won't be doing a part two unless you guys want me to do part two. I think I'll be able to catch up on everything, and I'll be rushing, so don't expect me to slow down or stuff to talk about important details. But I will be kind of rushing a little bit, so yeah, this is just a one shot, and this is kind of like a filler. But yeah, like I said, it's supposed to be like the 30 subscriber special, but I kind of didn't want it to be. I had something bigger planned for the 30 sub special. Guys, get me to 30 subs. I will deliver that special on time. And yeah, guys, excited for WandaVision, y'all? Yeah, I know y'all kind of excited for WandaVision, so yeah. Especially the season finale. Like, it's coming on tonight for some people. Like, it's coming at like 2 in the morning. I stay up all night anyway. So, yeah. Anyways, let's just get right into it. So Naruto, there won't be any mutants. There's only gonna be like two mutant. There's only gonna be like one mutant. And that's like Minato. So we start with Minato. Now he's born and he has a quote unquote Gekke Genkai, which is actually his mutation or mutant power. It's to control metal. Now he is heard throughout the leaf as the metal flash of the leaf. The metal flash of the leaf. So Minato and Kushina get married, have Naruto, and yeah, the Naruto nothing will change but Minato having, the Magneto's powers. So now we skip to the Nine Tails attack. Minato through though he has his metal kunai and he can do the flying Raijin, he'll be pretty OP. So he spams a bunch of kunai, and he controls Obito chains and wraps Obito around him, which Obito just phases right through his own chains. And now he has kind of like a big problem to deal with. But Minato still defeats him nonetheless, and Obito runs away. The Nine Tails is sealed a little bit better, so Naruto will get the full Nine Tails. And Minato will die, but not Kushina. Uh, yeah, Minato would die, but not Kushina. So yeah. Uh, so in that time span, Naruto has actually been, born, and he's been living with his mom, Kushina, and um, so yeah, he won't be hated since he won't Hiruzen and Kushina will be the only ones to know that he has a Nine Tails. Nobody else, not Danzo, because Danzo was originally the one to tell a bunch of people he has a Nine Tails and all that. So, even if he does know that, they'll just say, he's a hero because he harbors a Nine Tails and keeping it at bay, basically. So, throughout his childhood, Naruto has a lot of friends. Doesn't really have a lot of friends because, he's kind of kept isolated for reasons, so, the Nine Tails, so he doesn't get, kind of bullied on. But every time he does go out, he's kind of antisocial. Well, not antisocial, just kind of awkward around people, so he doesn't really talk too much around people, and, just kind of like an introverted personality. But one day has changed a bunch of stuff. So Naruto is actually kind of playing with one of his quote unquote acquaintances. You can say let's just say Choji. He's playing with Choji, just bouncing the ball, and they're about around 6 at this time. So yeah, they're playing around, before they go to Ninja Academy for real. And Naruto So Choji actually throws them a ball, and they're throwing it back. And as soon as Choji throws the ball, Naruto can see it in slow mo or slow time. Naruto's just wondering what the heck is this power? You know, what what? He's very confused. He walks up to the ball. As soon as he touches it, time resumes fast for him, and the ball actually goes flying back to Choji. Choji, kind of misses Choji, thankfully, and breaks a tree, and Choji's like, "What? Wow, did you just do that, Naruto?" Naruto's like, "Yeah, I kind of saw it in like slow, just going really, really slow." Shikamaru, just watching the whole thing, kind of like reading the books and like, "Hey, like, what did you do?" Like Naruto's like, "Yeah, I saw it in like kind of like a slow motion." You know, Shikamaru's just thinking he's like, "Well, maybe you have super speed or something." He's like, "What? Well, if I can see stuff in slow mo, how am I have super speed?" It's a perception of time, Naruto. Of course, think about it. If you're running super fast, your brain kind of can't process. Your brain can't really process stuff while you're running really fast. That's why you bump into stuff easily. But if you can see stuff in slow mo and run super fast, you'll have no problem running through the streets. Naruto's like, I didn't think of that. It's just a theory. Just go talk to your mom about it. Naruto, Shikamaru with that IQ. So Naruto goes to his mom and asks him about it. She kind of thinks it's a Nine Tails, but doesn't at the same time. So she tells him about his father and his father's legacy. Naruto's kind of shocked at this, and he actually wants to know more. Since Naruto actually knew about the Nine Tails later on, like earlier when he was like probably like 5, because Kushina didn't want to, even if people found out, she didn't want him to know, like, be so clueless, like why people hate me all of a sudden. So as soon as Naruto knows about his father, he's kind of hyped, like the Metal Flash the Leaf, and Kushina actually thinks that he might have like a power like his dad's, but not at the same time. Cause even Minato didn't know if it was chakra. Minato knew that it wasn't chakra based, so he knew it was something else. Because even he told Kushina, so yeah. So Naruto, you know, is so Naruto's training gets started, and Naruto starts to train with his new power. Let's skip to 2 years, where he's about 8 years old. The clan gets murdered because, you know. So, um, sorry for the stop, guys, but sorry for the background noise if you can hear that, but So Naruto is so the clan is murdered because Danzo, still makes it look like seem like the Uchihas made the Nine Tails attack, and something like that, and they started in a coup, and everything was so bad for the Uchihas. But Naruto, not Naruto. So Itachi murders the clan. Sasuke still gets depressed, and he wants to beat Itachi. But since Naruto was kind of an awkward case, and Sasuke wasn't spending too much time with anybody else because he was kind of isolated training too. So when they kind of so Naruto and Sasuke are actually kind of friends, but that quickly changed when Sasuke became emo. Now Naruto has been training and knows how to go super speed, knows how to see go super speed but not see slow through perception of time. So as soon as Naruto starts running, he can't really see stuff, and it's just everything for a blur for him. Now Naruto has actually been with this. He's actually been planning strategies on how to run fast, do shops, and take stuff for free. Even though his mom is like a well-known shinobi, she 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 can kind of get stuff for she can she has like a discount for stores or stuff like something like that. But anyways, uh, where were you at? Okay, so yeah, like I said, Naruto is just kind of like not of a big prankster. Since he's an introvert, he doesn't really want the attention. But some days he just kind of pulls pranks on his friends. They all just sit down and laugh at the end of the day. And yeah, let's just skip to in the academy days. So Naruto still can't really control his chakra too much, but he knows how to see stuff slowly through the perception of time, and knows how to use his super speed very well. And I'm gonna just say for the drawback, so he doesn't become too OP, is that every time he uses his super speed, it drains. It makes him like no. What's a good drawback? What's a good drawback? Cause no, never mind. Naruto doesn't have a drawback. So yeah. Oh yeah, Naruto does have a drawback. Every time he sees stuff in slow mo, his eyes kind of get dry, so that's why he has the goggles. He won't have the Walkman because I mean, where's he gonna get it from? Nowhere. He can't really get the Walkman from nowhere. So yeah. So Naruto is just running throughout the Leaf Village, kind of causing a scene, causing kind of havoc, kind of kind of causing havoc because he's running and he doesn't really know how to control. He still kind of doesn't know how to control his powers. Like where he runs past people, it's real since it's really super fast. A bunch of stuff flies up. But since I'm gonna just say that the villagers still kind of hate him because Donzo eventually was gonna find out, so he eventually found out. And at age 10, Naruto was starting to be hated. But his academy students, like his friends in the academy, didn't really hate him because they were friends with him a longer time, so they don't hate him. So Shikamaru, Choji, Hinata, Sakura, Kiba, uh, I'm not gonna say Neji, uh, who was it? Ten, and kind of Sasuke. Kind of. Barely Sasuke. Sasuke can put up with this crap for some days, but sometimes not. So yeah, they're all kind of still friends. They're all kind of friends with him. Sakura on the other hand, kind of, a little bit less because, she goes after Sasuke, but that's not really important. You'll see why. Yeah, so Naruto runs straight into class and he gets, they do a roll call saying that this is like the first, uh, this is the graduation exams or something like that. So Naruto is not dumb, but he's smart enough to know how to use his super speed to an extent. He knows how to not, you know, he knows how to make stuff not fly when he runs past him. And I'm just say that's kind of like a little drawback. Uh, you know, he knows how to make stuff like not kind of fly behind after he runs past him. But it can only like he can only do that a few times a day. So yeah. So Naruto actually runs up to the the cheat sheets. He gets the cheat sheets and completes even the genjutsu test, like the fake test, and he passes it with ease. You know, next time they do kunai throwing, Naruto throws a kunai. They're about to, kind of miss a little bit and hit off the edge, but he, changes the direction to get the perfect score. He gets the perfect score. It's sparring matches. Naruto wins, and it's against like Kiba. So yeah, since they're friends, it's kind of Naruto kind of knows what a person Kiba is. So Kiba doesn't really talk smack all that much But he still kind of talks smack, just impressing her. But uh, Naruto. Oh yeah, Naruto saved Hinata from yeah about to get you know speed up. Naruto still saved her, so yeah, I guess you can know what all happens. But yeah. So let's skip to when Nar. Let's skip to when they do the clone jutsu. Naruto can't do the clone jutsu, but since he got like a 3 out of 10 with since he aced all the rest of them, he still passes with an exception because he did the test, did the kunai throwing, and pretty much aced them in the sparring too. So they just let him pass, even though he can't do the clone jutsu. Mizuki is pretty mad. I'm gonna just say he takes off the ninja plate, and I know I said I wasn't gonna put the Walkman in, but it's just Quicksilver style, so he has the Walkman. He has the Walkman, and he puts the ninja plate on top of like the Walkman tray, uh, like the Walkman, uh, like how you put the Walkman in, basically. So, he has like the so he just puts the ninja plate on top of the Walkman, like, and bolting it in, and it won't really change, it won't really screw the disc up or anything. But anyways, so he has a ninja plate on the Walkman, and just to show he's a clown ninja, he has a ninja, the Walkman on his left side and his ninja pouch on the right side. He has the same orange jumpsuit, but the only thing that changes is he has a black shirt underneath, and he lets his jacket open a little bit, so he doesn't get too hot when he runs. And he has his goggles on top, like I said, and yeah. Oh, and his playlists are the same as Quicksilver, Sweet Dreams, and Time in a Bottle. I don't know anything else he plays, Quicksilver listens to, but that's all. And yeah. So uh, let's skip to when Naruto is walking home, and Mitsuki tells him like, "Hey, if you really want to be like a tuning earlier, because I'm just say they know about tunings and stuff." He says like, "Hey, if you want to become a tuning early, you can have to skill a scroll, and you become a tuning early." Since Naruto knows how valuable becoming ranking up is, he actually takes it with no hesitation. He robs it and gets back to Mizuki in like 1 second. He's like, "Here, I have a ninja scroll." And Naruto's not dumb, so he looks through it and he looks at the Flying Raijin and the Shadow Clones. He takes the Flying Raijin and the Shadow Clones, and he gives it to Mitsuki. Mitsuki's like, "Wow, kid," and he's like, not in the open, so he goes into an alley. He's like, "But kid, I'm gonna have to kill you." So he takes out the kunai. Before he could, he's already in jail, and Naruto kind of knew that he was kind of bluffing. And he wanted to confirm it, so he did, and he put him in jail. And he left a note on the bar saying like he tried to steal the scroll of sealing, and he has the scroll of sealing right leaned up against the bars of the jail, and yeah. So Naruto's just running throughout the village now, and he uh went all the way back home. His mom cooked him some dinner. He went into his room, and he's learning like the shadow clone. He masters it. He can only spawn about he can spawn the same as in canon. He masters the flying. He doesn't master the flying regime. He can only do like a couple of yards, which is pretty dang impressive, especially for about like a night. But since it's kind of technically made for him, so he masters he kind of masters the flying regime, but doesn't at the same time. And he's not touching the flying regime. You know, not gonna like expand on it. He says it's good enough, especially for like super speed. But the shadow clones, however, he masters it. He wants to master it, and he masters it. So the next day, the sensei's coming. Kakashi comes in late. He plays a prank still, and actually before like Kakashi walks in, Naruto runs up and plants the whole prank, and runs back to his seat because originally, sorry, but originally, originally Naruto planted like the eraser on top of the whole like door before Kakashi walked in. Kakashi kind of noticed but didn't really care. But before Kakashi, since he wanted to do it while Kakashi was coming in, Kakashi came in and did not expect that. So he's like, "Geez, I already hate you all." He's like, "Come to the roof or the balcony." They come to the roof. Naruto Blitz is up there, and I'm gonna just say that you know every one of his friends except Sasuke because even though Sasuke doesn't really like him all too much, neither does Naruto because he's been just kind of drifting apart from Sasuke, saying like, yeah, Sasuke is just kind of too emo for me. He's not. You know, if I was like isolated in training, I would have probably been him. So he just stays away from Sasuke a bunch. But everyone, even Sakura, knows about his super speed ability except for Sasuke. But no one else in the village knows about it. He kind of keeps it a secret. Oh yeah, and Kushina knows, and Haruza knows, and Kakashi knows, and that's about it. It's all the people that know. Since Kakashi still has to protect Naruto, especially since Danzo knew about it. Knew about him having the Nine Tails. Danzo kind of knows about his super speed ability, but can't comprehend like what it is. And Kakashi's like, so since Kushina was a friend of was legit Minato's wife, uh, Kakashi does visit her every now and then. So Naruto knows Kakashi. He's like, hey Uncle Kakashi. Kakashi's like, hey Naruto, and they kind of know each other. So Naruto and Naruto, Hinata, and Sakura and Sasuke are put on the team, and uh, no, I'm gonna say Ino's put on the team. So Ino's put on the team. It's Ino, Sasuke, and Naruto. And Ino doesn't really like Sasuke too much. So yeah, I guess you can all know what it is. That's the ship. But anyways, Naruto, they say, what's your dreams, what's your goals? Uh, Ino's goals is to be like the best clan head of her clan, the best ruler of her clan, and, just to open her own flower shop. Sasuke's is the same. Naruto says that he, wants to be, the best shinobi in the world, and wants to get rid of every bad thing in the world whatsoever. You know, it's just something on the spot, but he doesn't want to. It's just changing up. Like I want to be Hokage mask. He doesn't really want to be Hokage. Yeah. So yeah, Naruto. Yeah, he says I don't want to be Hokage. Oh yeah, if you're wondering Kushina's a Jonin or not, Kushina's not a Jonin. I mean, she is a Jonin, but she just kind of quit. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a rest and be a stay-at-home mom to watch after Naruto. So she watches after Naruto, and yeah. So Naruto, Kakashi's like, come to the training ground later. Don't eat. I'm gonna make sure you don't eat, Naruto. Naruto's like, okay. And, Naruto's like, wait, but I have to eat because I have a high metabolism. He says, that's not my problem. It just poofs away. Those are shadow balls. And Naruto says, "Ugh," and just runs off. You know, it looked like Sasuke. To Sasuke, it just kind of looks like he's just teleporting. It's like, geez, that dope's just gonna run out of chakra if he keeps doing that. And Ino knows, since he knows, like, it's not teleportation. They all think that Sasuke knows it's super speed, but they don't want to tell him still. You know, Ino's just like, well, see ya, Sasuke. Sasuke's just like, yeah, see ya. You know, they just walk on. And the next day, Naruto still kind of eats. because Kushina actually made him eat. Even though she's like, I don't care. You eat. You have to eat. You can outblitz Kakashi. No, Naruto's like, wait, what? Outblitz him? What do you mean? Kushina's like, oh, nothing. Just go. You know, Naruto goes to the training ground, and into the training ground. Let's just say, um, Kakashi arrives early since Kushina made him. Cause Kakashi was gonna chill out at Kushina's house for a bit, but Kushina made him go like, "Hey, you need to, aren't you gonna go train my son? You better go train my son." That Black Air Force energy. Kakashi's like, "Okay, okay, okay." So he arrives a little bit early. So he arrives a heck of a lot earlier than canon, and he's like, "Yeah, the bell test. Take these bells from me. Simple as that. Whoever doesn't take these bells from me goes back to the beginning, goes back to the academy." And Naruto's like, wait, there's two bells. Gashi's like, that's not my problem. And y'all just come and get him. So he puts him on his belt and he reads his book. But since he knows Naruto's ability, he takes out a Sharingan. And never mind, he doesn't take out the book, he just takes out a Sharingan. So Naruto just blitzes him, takes out the bells and gives them to Hinata, and he doesn't give them to Sasuke. He's like, here we pass. Kakashi's like, okay, Naruto, I expected you to do this, so you're gonna have to do it without using your Kekkei Genkai, which he thinks is Kekkei Genkai. Naruto's like, okay, fine. So he's like, Hinata, Sasuke, we need to form a plan. So Sasuke and Hinata both form a plan, and Naruto, they all form a plan, and Sasuke runs up with the fireball jutsu. Naruto, since he has the shadow clones in this timeline, he still can't really control his chakra and utilize any clone any jutsu. And everyone's like, wait, if your guy's like, wait, how can he not use chakra or use chakra control still? Doesn't he have his mom? And wouldn't his mom know the trouble? His mom knows. His mom tried, and his mom utterly failed, cause she still is like a sealing master and can like seal the Nine Tails, just make him stop disrupting the chakra. But since he has so much of a big chakra reserve, bigger than Kushina's, she still can't, make him be able to control it. So that can come later. So now Naruto is running behind the fireball at a normal pace, and Sasuke goes on the ground, and Sasuke goes on the ground. After Kakashi dodges the fireball, he sees Naruto. Since he saw Naruto, he put away his Sharingan. Well, after Naruto blitzed him, he just put away the Sharingan because he knew he wasn't gonna have to use it anymore. So Naruto goes for attack. Kakashi blocks it. He poofs a shadow clone, like 500, 100 shadow clones poof up from the ground. And it's actually one of them are Sasuke disguised. And Hinata disguised. No, Hinata's coming in later. Sasuke, all the Narutos go for Uzumaki Barrage. Kakashi's kind of overwhelmed, but manages to take care of them all. When Sasuke comes, he has better taijutsu prowess, so he comes and almost gets the bells. But as soon as Kakashi was about to like push him away and like knock him out, he throws a kunai, and it's kind of weird looking, but Kakashi doesn't pay attention to it. It cuts off the bells, and Kakashi doesn't notice. So Kakashi's kind of cocky. He's like, "You underestimate my power. You just underestimate my power." No, Naruto, no, Sasuke's like that. He's like, "You underestimate my power. You underestimate my power." You know, just yeah. And Kakashi's like, "Good grief." So he just knocks him out and ties him up to the tree. But when he went to go grab for the bells, he didn't feel him. He looks so scared. And Naruto's like, what's the matter? Something wrong? Kakashi saying like, no. And he flashes back, he's like, the kunai. So he tries to run back, just body flickering. But as soon as he's about to touch the bells, the kunai poofs, and it's Hinata. She grabs the bells. She's like, we got him. And she throws one of the bells to Naruto. And Kakashi's like, you passed. And Kakashi's like, hold on, guys. Anyways, now like I said, Kakashi's like, okay, now your only objective is to not feed Sasuke. And he just poofs away. They just keep the bells and say like, and they just feed Sasuke anyway. Instantly after he's gone, like here you go, Sasuke. Like you helped us a lot. You were the main part, so we have to help you and give you some credit. So Kakashi comes back instantly. He's like, you all pass. He's like, wait, what? And and Kakashi gives the same speeches in like canon. He's like, those, like the whole point of it was for teamwork, blah blah blah. And they go do some missions after like 2 months of missions, since they were kind of more patient. And Naruto and Sasuke have been bonding a little bit more, understanding one another. How how they feel. How Sasuke wants to get revenge, but Naruto, he's supposed to be a free person. Doesn't really mind if the villagers hate him or not. And since the villagers hate him, they don't try to beat him because they know what his mother would do to them. So if you know, you know. So Naruto and Sasuke kind of have a better understanding of each other. Naruto's that free kind of bird. That kind of free bird in the not as like in canon, but just kind of wanting to be free. Not rogue or anything, but kind of wanting to be free. Just kind of mellowed out. Just kind of how can I put this in the best example? Kind of like Quicksilver, not Quicksilver. He just wants to be kind of. He just wants to be kind of. We'll get back to that later. I can't come up with what he wants to be. He just wants to be kind of like free or mellowed out or something like that. They just have a better understanding of each other. That's all important right now. That's just all that's important right now. They just have a better understanding of each other. So yeah, Naruto and Sasuke have a better understanding, and Naruto knows how Sasuke doesn't really know how Sasuke feels, but can get a glimpse of it, saying like, oh yeah, like if my mom was killed and taken away from me, and the third Hokage was, the third Hokage is just doing this out of fear of what Kushina might do to her. So yeah, take a drink. So yeah. Anyways, they go to the third Hokage asking for a mission. Third Hokage instantly gives them like a mission, saying like, yeah, here you go. Ready to change up. Even if they wanted S rank and Kushina, you know, Kushina would let them do like a C rank to B rank, but not past a B rank. Because, Kushina doesn't want her son getting hurt too much, and especially for their first like real mission. So yeah, uh, yeah, Kushina, I mean not Kushina, Naruto, Sasuke, Hinata, and Kakashi go to protect Tazuna. Demon Brothers come. Naruto uses his special ability and plays time in a bottle, and he just takes them out swiftly. And like the guards in the thing where he put one hand in the other's face and the other's hand in the other's face, and they both knock each other out. And that's how he takes them out. And and Kakashi's like, we could have used him for information. And Naruto's like, chill, chill. I didn't kill him. one of them wakes up, you know, they investigate him, and Tazuna lied and, saying it's an A-rank mission now. And, Zabuza throws his blade, they all dodge. Naruto actually takes the blade, and he throws it, he just chucks that thing as hard as he can, and he knows it'll go flying. So he chucks it, and the blade goes flying. And Zabuza's pretty mad. He's pretty pissed. So, um, yeah. Naruto and, uh, Kakashi, Naruto, I mean, Zabuza, I keep saying Kakashi Naruto. Zabuza is a heck of a lot mad, and he's like, my blade. He instantly uses the technique of he uses Demon Hunter, making himself more bloodlusted, and he uses the hidden Jutsu, and he goes to kill Naruto. Since Kakashi had a Sharingan out, and knowing how big of a Zabuza was, he stabs him in the neck and kills him. Yeah. Since Zabuza was just, having blindly raged and going for Naruto, cause, I mean, come on, bro, like, it's the huge blade that's a one in a lifetime made blade, especially for you, and it means a lot. And then it just gets yeeted by a freaking kid, like a kid, and it gets yeeted out of space. Like I'll be mad too. Anyways, Gashi kills him because he was pretty blind and mad because he was just blinded by hate, anger, because he was just mostly going for Naruto, not anyone else. So he gets killed. Haku gets mad. He tries to kill Kakashi. Naruto kills him. No, not Naruto kills him. He knocks him out, and yeah. Oh yeah, Haku is just knocked out and taken to Konoha prison. Well, not Konoha prison, just knocked out and wrapped up. Since Kakashi didn't overuse the Sharingan, I'm gonna just say he trained a little bit more, so you can't. So every time he pulls out the Sharingan, he's not overusing it. So yeah. So Naruto is So Naruto is like the MVP of the whole mission. They complete the mission. Gato and the men, yeah. I'm gonna say Haku was actually making like an ice bomb. So had a explosive tag where it freezes you in place, and it blows people up. So just for plot's sake. So it's like a super. It's kind of like not as big as Data's, but it's a pretty. I mean, it's not as big as Data's supernova, but hot dang, is it pretty big? So like dang, like hot dang, it's pretty big. So Naruto goes to you know, Haku gets out and instantly rushes at Gato's men. He's like, if I can't be a tool, if I'm not a tool anymore, what's the purpose in life? Blows himself up. Some of Gato's men actually regretted being with Gato and didn't want to, get killed. So, Gato gets killed in the process instantly. And the rest of his men, they're actually, like, doesn't really want to be with Gato. So the rest of his, men who didn't really want to be with Gato, who didn't really want to be the henchmen of Gato, are on the outer side, and there's a few. What I'm trying to say is like there's a bunch of few good men left out of the explosion. Naruto, does a plays Sweet Dreams, and he saves them all, even Kakashi, because since it was a pretty big bomb, and it blows up almost the entire bridge. And yeah, Naruto spams like a freaking 200 saddle clones, and he uses their super speed to build the bridge back up after, he saves them all. And yeah, that's like the sweet dreams moment. So yeah, a skip to where Kakashi says like, yeah, we're about to go to the tuning exams, blah blah blah. They accept, and yeah, they go to the tuning exams. Uh, they skip past the Genji too. Rock Lee wants to fight Naruto instead of Sasuke. Since they did actually do the tree walking exercise and they actually mastered it kind of, so Rock Lee kind of wants to fight Naruto since you know he just looks kind of strong, even though he's not. He's stronger than Sasuke with his super speed. Without the super speed, he can he can kind of get bodied. Without super speed and shadow clones, straight taijutsu, yeah, Naruto is probably gonna get like kind of bodied by kinda. What I mean by kinda is like because Sasuke is kind of a master. He's is a master as Rock Lee or anyone. But since Naruto trained with his mom, which is a taijutsu specialist, yeah, things are gonna go his way. But since they trained less on taijutsu and more on his special ability, Naruto isn't really as good as his mom, but is good enough to beat like Sasuke. If Sasuke was like fully bloodlusted and had a curse mark, that's when Naruto would be running for his money. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, Lee wants to fight Naruto. Naruto just beats up Lee using his super speed. Lee's incredibly amazed because he doesn't know what like how he's going so super fast. Even Sasuke confused, like, wait, what? Like, Sasuke's confused, like Sasuke confused, like Sasuke thought that he teleported them all away. He didn't say a single word about it. But as soon as he, beat Rock Lee with using his super speed, he's like, what the heck? Like, how is he doing this? So, Sasuke actually goes up to him saying like, hey, dude, how are you going, like, how are you doing that? Naruto's like, doing what? And Sasuke's like, how are you just teleporting so much without it draining your chakra? Naruto's like, oh, I'm not teleporting. Sasuke's like, wait, what? Naruto's like, oh yeah, I have special Genkai where I can go super fast and see stuff in slow motion. So Sasuke gets to see like this whole time. You've been seeing me. You've been looking down on me, seeing me just go super, just go slow. Think of me as not a valid rival. Now, since they are rivals, more or less rivals, Naruto's like, oh, well, I didn't really want to tell you, or else we really didn't feel like it. And Sasuke, just walks away. He just walks away into prac- uh, the first exam to where they have to write or cheat. Naruto obviously just steals a paper, just steals cheats, and writes the answers all down. And he gets a 70 out of, he gets a C. C. His grade was a C since he needed to correct other answers. He needed to correct the answers that were on there or the questions because you know still, like, even if you do somehow take the cheat sheet, some of them are gonna be wrong, so you won't get 100. Anyways, Anko, she has come into the building. I said it's so awkward, but Anko, she bursts into the building saying like, "Hey, we're gonna do go into Force of Death." They do. Naruto takes a whiz, and the guy behind him, he easily knocks him out. And Naruto Naruto simply takes the scroll and runs, and he catches up with the team pretty fast. And Orochimaru comes. Naruto's actually defending him off pretty well, especially with the Kuna. Especially Naruto's just fending him off pretty well since he's just blitzing Orochimaru. As soon as Orochimaru's about to bite Sasuke's neck, he cut his head off, and he just keeps repeatedly do that till Orochimaru gets annoyed and saying, "Fine, I'll come back for my body next time." But don't expect me to go so easy on you. And he just runs. Sound 4 come, and Sasuke and Naruto are not knocked out. So Naruto just blitzes them, knocks them all out since he doesn't really want to kill. And yeah. So for the giant snake problem, Naruto handles it as like canon. Some of the QB stuff come out this the first time. So yeah. Uh, but he doesn't say yeah, like I said, he just handles it. He just stops it with the QB. Since he knows the QB's inside of him, so he's not all wondering like where's his power coming from. He just stops it. He just stops the snake. And yeah. So after that, I have to talk. After that, Naruto is going to going to the tower. They make it before Gara. Somehow, no, second after Gara, and yeah, they they could fight. Just Kiba and Naruto are friends. Naruto's like, I'm sorry to do this to you, Kiba, but I'm gonna have to do it. Kiba's talking smack a little bit, saying like, hey, you know, you're a good friend, but I'm gonna have to do this to you. And, Naruto just utterly bullets him. Skip a month after all the fights goes in canon, and Naruto meets Jiraiya. Jiraiya trains Naruto on how to summon toads. He knows how to summon toads. He knows how to walk on water now. And Kushina kind of hates him training with Jiraiya. But, he knows it's for the best. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, when Naruto is, you know, after the month, they go back. Naruto fights Neji, and he just blitzes him. Oh, yeah, he's still mad. Uh, yeah. Um, he's still, mad since, Hinata was, beaten up. Because he was just still mad because Hinata was getting beat up by Neji. And, Neji was kind of ruthless. And he was about to kill her. And Naruto was the one to stop him. It's like, hey, if you want to beat up anyone, it's going to be me. But, but before you can beat me up, you're going to have to go through. But Naruto says, like, hey, you're going to have to go through me to get to her. He's like giving the same speech to the canon, saying, like, I'll beat you, Neji. Neji's giving it the crap, saying, like, yeah, it's destiny that you lose. Naruto just utterly blitzes Neji and, makes him look like a fool. And he wins. Neji's pretty mad, but, after that, just befriends Naruto. Not befriending Naruto so instantly, but acquaintances for now. So, yeah. After that, Gaara still goes on a rampage. Sasuke wanting to train more, seeing how Naruto can just blitz anyone. So, yeah. He trains even more, and, since he doesn't have the curse mark, he can use pretty much a bunch of chakras. He can use his chakras and canon. So, yeah. After Sasuke wanting to beat up Gaara, yeah, Naruto stops that crap instantly before Gaara can get out, and he just chops him back in the neck, making him pass. And he gives him to his mom, which his mom was watching. She steals a Biju inside of him before the feather illusion jutsu could happen. Because Hiruzen just killed Kabuto because he suspected Kabuto. Kabuto was kind of sus, but he expected Kabuto, so he just killed him on site for plot reasons. Orochimaru said like that's my only distraction crap, and he runs, and he can't get his body. So yeah, after that, nothing happens. And actually, I'm gonna just say Kushina becomes a fifth Hokage. No, because I'm gonna just say after that, Kushina becomes a fifth Hokage in the 2 year time skip. So yeah, 2 years happen. Naruto has been training and he knows a bunch of better taijutsu. Sasuke doesn't want to get more power, but he just stays in that village, regrettably, and just kind of regretting staying in the village. So he doesn't leave. Naruto, Kushina becomes the fifth Hokage because she just qualifies for it, and she just wanted to be it out of respect for Minato. And she knows that, she's gonna have to do a bunch of paperwork and all that, but, she respects, like, her reason because she knows that she's pretty old and he's gonna die soon. Not die soon, but he's pretty old. He wants to take a break. So Kushina becomes fifth Hokage. Tsunade doesn't come. Jiraiya doesn't leave. Jiraiya doesn't leave. Naruto doesn't leave with Jiraiya. Because Kushina won't let him. I mean, to be honest, yeah, Kushina would never really let him do anything with Jiraiya except for train. That's about it. So Jiraiya actually ends up staying in the village, but going out sometimes. Like he leaves like not monthly, like he leaves for about 2 months and comes back and stays for about like a month, and leaves for 2 months, and that's how the he has been going since he does research and actual Akatsuki research. If you get the catch the drift. But yeah, after that, so yeah, after that, Pain, all the Akatsuki members actually attack earlier, and all of them attack at the same time. Naruto, since he's not heartless, but he knows what he has to do. He was just begrudgingly chops off Hidan's head, kills Kabuto, like chops off his head. Just since since like since like Kakazu, since Kakazu does have 5 hearts, like what's gonna stop him from dying from a head cut off? And he just chops off Hidan's head. It's kind of like weird that Hidan is still alive, but he just buries him nonetheless. And he chops off. He just kills them. Just kills all of them. And Pain. He just deals with them easily. So Naruto is sensing the signal back, and he meets up with Nagito. He begrudgingly killed. He begrudgingly doesn't have KCM, so yeah, Kurama is just asleep. So yeah, Naruto doesn't kill uh Nagito, and Nagito just lets him like he just move back into the hidden leaf. Naruto, Konan, and Nagito get married, and yeah, that's about it. Uh, skip to when yeah, skip to when the last movie comes on, and Hinata is still Hinabi is still kidnapped by that one dude. I don't really know what happened in the last movie, but I don't know what really happened in the last movie. But all I know is basically that Naruto just beats up this guy who came on the moon or something. I'm gonna say for plot reasons he beats him with the super speed and just blitzes him. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed this series. I'm sorry it was like a one shot. I might like redo this whole series as a whole part, but to be honest, Naruto would just be blitzing everyone. And this was just a filler, so yeah. I will be doing what if Deku had to come with Sharingan, part 5. Part 4 part 5. I think part 5. So no, it's part 4. It's part 4. Uh, just I'll just be doing another part of that in general. And yeah. So hope you all enjoy this and peace on the vid. But let's just get on some other topics that I want to talk about. So yeah. After that, so my what ifs. I'm gonna explain, like, because some people just, are wondering, like, there's probably some people that are subbed for the what ifs and not my Lego animations or anything else. But, I'm saying, like, for my what ifs, like, I'm gonna be doing a heck of a lot more what ifs. And, for value, I actually found the editing software. And I actually found some editing software. I will be doing those soon, but I'm not gonna say its exact date because I don't want to keep making promises and breaking them. So yeah. Anyways, I'm pretty excited for WandaVision. Uh, for in the like coming out like probably 3 in the morning. I'm excited for WandaVision. I think it's probably gonna be like 2 hours long. Because even if it is 1 hour, like how are you gonna explain all that crap in an hour? If it's gonna be an hour, better not have like 10-minute credits or something like that, or a post-credit scene, and better end it off, and actually end it off. What's happening in Westview? Better explain some crap. Deal with deal with the crap that he just brought in. Explain, and I better see that cameo. I swear. But yeah, like I said, I'm just kind of talking about WandaVision. Spoilers ahead. You know, you could yeah, sorry, but if you solely came for the what if, you can kind of click off now. But I'm just talking about some stuff. Uh, yeah, they're just less important. But yeah, kind of excited for WandaVision. I was kind of disappointed in the eighth episode, but it did give us some background information, which was good. I guess, which is really good. But I do think that the multiverse will be coming within WandaVision, and I do think that um, Monica's contact is gonna probably Reed Richards, and the cameo is probably gonna be like Spider-Man, Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Those are my predictions, but I'll be satisfied if I only see one of them. One or the other cameos. But they said it was like a cameo, so it's gonna be like at the very end of the series, where it just like comes in as soon as Doctor Strange the Multiverse happens. They're gonna flip back and say like yeah like yeah WandaVision uh, not WandaVision what was it what was it I forgot. Anyways, let's just skip past WandaVision. Just to be point blank, where I'm just excited for the whole episode. And I'm gonna be here with my I'm just gonna be there with my family, just watching the last episode. So yeah. Anyways, um, uh, so I'm pretty much. So I'm gonna just talk about some of my schedule. My schedule for the my schedule for um what is it? My schedule is, like I said before, like um I'll be posting like I'll be posting what ifs on random days, and then I'll probably just not post a random. I'll be posting like a bunch of random what ifs, bunch of like not random what if, but what ifs. Like I'm not the type of guy. I'm not the type of YouTuber, basically, to be posting a what if and a new what if right after that, and a new what if and a new what if, and not even continuing the series, and just pick one series out of that, and to be honest, I do have a bunch of photos for me to use as clips. I know this. I know like this Quicksilver slash Naruto art is not the best, but I kind of tried. I don't really have a Magic Pen, or iPad, fancy iPad, to make the thumbnail. slash picture really all that great, but give me some just give me some credit at least. But yeah, so yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna be posting any more what ifs this week, or yeah, I'm not gonna be posting any more videos this week. Yeah, this is just basically what if weekend. So what if week? I just kept posting what ifs this week. Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day. So yeah. Anyways, I'll guess I can check y'all out later. I'm just kind of tired and talking about random stuff just to keep the time going. So yeah, I'll actually see y'all later. Peace.